Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Actually It's Amira, where I talk news, celebrity gossip, hot topics. You name it, I talk about it. You know, I was not going to let the day go by without digging into Kim Kardashian's behind about all of what has been going on between her and Ray J. It is blowing up social media. The people are talking, the streets are talking. I have the DMs, and I am ready and I'm here for it. I'm here to expose what has been going on behind the scenes because we need to hold Kim Kardashian accountable. I was blown away by these DMs between Kim and Ray J, and I'm going to go into detail about why exactly I was blown away as we read through them together as a people, as a community. But hello to the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Tally featuring Granny. I love the name. Lint Liquor and Pamela. Thanks for joining the chat. I'm sure more people will come in as we get this whole ball rolling, but I appreciate you guys being here early and for being with the shits. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and say everything I say here on this channel is allegedly and just my opinion because I don't know these people. That's right, I don't know these people. And trust me, people running plays all over the streets. And I'm not going to be the one catching a foul on the play. I see what's going on behind the scenes. I know y'all think y'all low. Y'all ain't low. Y'all ain't low. Y'all are all messy as hell, but no one, and I mean no one, is more messy than Kimberly Noel Kardashian. She is out of control. She is out of control. And I will definitely be doing a live recapping what happened with her and Blac Chyna, but I had to put this Ray J situation before that because this is like explosive. So let's get into it. Oh, hi, Bernadette. Thanks for joining the chat. And hi, LEB. Thank you for joining the chat. So I got the DMs. I'm going to read them to you guys because I know it might be kind of small. I tried to make it larger, but every time I make it larger, I lose my ability to click through. And I'm new to this whole StreamYard screen share stuff. So I'm going to read it to y'all. But apparently, Ray J was not happy about this latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, with Kim decided to get on screen and give her most Oscar worthy, Emmy worthy, I'm gonna need y'all to cut me a check for acting performance. You know, I saw what happened, and I've been telling you guys for quite a long time that Kimberly Noel, I'm gonna call her Kimberly Noel, because she is giving very much so bedtime story, very much so fairy tale, very much so whimsical, very much so myth. This woman is a woman of lies. She is filled with a web of lies, in my opinion. I just don't understand how somebody, and I told y'all she was the mastermind of gaslighting. I told you all that she was going to try to paint Kanye out to be crazy, but really she was the problem. Nobody wanted to believe me, not y'all. Y'all knew what type of time I was on. That's why y'all came here for the tea. But it was people on my Twitter, not my Twitter, my TikTok. You know, I was getting like 10, 15,000, 20, 30,000 views on my TikToks when I was dragging Kim Kardashian for her lies. And people was like, oh my God, Kanye's crazy. Kanye ain't crazy. Kanye got out. Okay. Kanye got out. Kim been the issue. Kim been using people to push her own agenda for so long that we, the people, the rational people, have gotten webbed and entangled into her lies. Like, I never seen somebody look you dead in your face and lie to you dead to your face and then put on a whirlwind performance with tears. Like, do you understand the level of delusion it takes to lie and then go ahead and believe your own lies? Like, that's like, it's one thing to be a pathological liar, right? And let's separate things. I know people talking about Jussie Smollett. I talked about him too. If you check back through my streams, I got a stream on Jussie Smollett, and I talked about this in my stream on him. It is one thing to be a pathological liar, right? A pathological liar, they're dirty. That's a dirty specimen, right? You can't trust them. You got to be careful. They might set you up, whatever. They lie. But it is quite different to lie so much that you begin to believe your own lies. That is delusion. That's not. So I know people want to say Kim is a pathological liar, but no, Kim is delusional beyond reason. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that with the utmost sincerity of concern for the people. I am absolutely concerned. Absolutely concerned. Now, Kim never fooled me. I knew after she swiped Brandy mama credit card and she went out, Brandy and her mama, and she went out and spent $100,000+, committed a whole felony, and they let her get away with it. I knew at that very moment that there was something a lot more sinister up with that Kardashian family, because they ain't nobody. As much as people throw black people under the jail, I mean, all the way under the jail for the smallest infraction. You've been caught with a dime bag of marijuana, you're going to jail. You've jaywalked, you're going to jail. You failed to signal, you're going to jail. When I saw and read an actual legal paper that there was a woman who stole not 5,000, not 10,000, not 1,500, not 2,500. This woman stole over $100,000 from an entire celebrity. And this chick was a nobody when it happened. She was a nobody. It wasn't like, oh, she was a major star and they was trying to keep it cute and keep it hush hush because she was a big time name. She was a bona fide nobody when this happened. And they let her skate on that. I knew it was more to the Kardashian story than meets the eye. I don't know. Nobody in the history of never would allow a black person to steal $100,000+ for them and then let them get away with it, not press a charge, try to bury it in court. Just let her get away with it. Just let her go and skate scot-free. I knew something was up then. But what I did not anticipate is the bullshit that we've gotten to today. And I think it's going to take a class action suit. We need Kanye, we need Chyna, and we need Ray J to rise up. They need to rise up like phoenixes against the bullshit that Kim Kardashian is selling to the people, and they need to stop her dead in her tracks. Dead in her tracks. I'm going to read through these text messages, y'all, and I'm going to get to the point that is explosive for me, where we really get to see the level of delusion that Kim Kardashian is living in, because I think people missed it. I ain't miss it. But let's get into it. So this is the text, the DM that Ray J sends to Kim Kardashian, and I quote, "Why are you playing games, Kim? Why are you playing games, Kim? I've been nothing but a team player." When he said I ain't been nothing but a team player, what does that tell y'all people? That tell you that he knew what type of time she always been on. She a game player. She a play runner. She a spot checker. She a dipper. She a dodger. He know exactly who he approaching. He ain't reach out to her like to whom it may concern. He ain't hit her professionally. He hit her on some, yo, why you still playing games? Like, ain't you over this? Like, ain't you a mother now? Ain't you supposed to be knowing better and doing better? Like, what's really going on here? I love the way he kicked it off. Why you playing games, Kim? I've been nothing but a team player. We all had an agreement. That's right. We, meaning me and you. He ain't say me and you. He said we, which means there's a third party present. I always love to interpret what's happening behind the text, the subtext, the connotation of the situation, if you will. And when he said we, I automatically knew who he meant by we. He meant me, you, Vivid Entertainment, the dude from Girls Gone Wild, Yo Mama, everybody. We E Network, allegedly, all of us. We knew what type of time this was on. We all had an agreement. My only question to you, Ray J, is was it in writing, my dude? Because it ain't about what you know. If we don't take nothing else from what happened to Blac Chyna, Ray J, let us, the people, take that it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove in court. Ray J, can you prove it in court? So when you said we all had an agreement, Ray J, please, I'm begging you, brother, on bended knee, tell me you got the receipts. Tell me you are prepared to run up on that girl back and make sure that she ain't going to be able to lie on you how she played Chyna in court. Because the hearsay is real. The conglomerate is real. The PR is real. And we're going to get into it. But he said, and I quote, we all had an agreement. And then he goes, now, you trying to drag my name for for your new show. It's like, baby, you a whole alleged billionaire. You got Kylie Cosmetics. These are all Kim. Listen, Kim, I told y'all Kim was the matriarch. Not that she the real mother, but I see Kim as the main wolf. She the leader of the pack. So Kim got a lot of stuff to talk about. She can talk about Kylie Cosmetics. She could talk about Courtney and Travis. She could talk about Chloe and third trimester Tristan. She could talk about Scott and how he's coping with Courtney getting with another man. She could talk about Kanye and a divorce. She could talk about Chris and Corey Gamble. There's a lot of avenues. She could talk about Skim. She could talk about Kylie, Kim Cosmetics. Didn't she make a cosmetic brand too that ain't nobody buy? She could talk about that. She could talk about her latest weave purchase. She could talk about her 16-pound weight loss, trying to be the next Marilyn Monroe, the second coming of iconhood. There's a lot of things we can talk about, Kim, but please explain to me why you still, after 14 years, want to build your brand on the back of me. I hit it first. Why you want to put it on my back? Why you keep bringing my name in this? I mean, the exploitation that he calls her out on, the fact that even after reaching billionaire status, allegedly, you got to reach back to the African diaspora. Like, you got to reach all the way back and pull me out. You got to pull me out the tribe. Like, woo woo, I need you. Out of all you've amassed, Kim, all of the glory, all of the fame, all of the Anna Wintour, all of the Vogue, all of the 16 pounds, Marilyn strand of hair. I mean, all that you have accomplished. You are reaching back, like all the way back. You pulling it way back, lean back on some Fat Joe behavior. You leaning back. No. Is that Fat Joe? Lean back, do the rock away. Now lean back. Oh, lean back. You leaning way back. Lean way back to come pull my name out of the dust. I am not even relevant. Ray J is minding his good black business with his kids, and you reaching way back for my name. I can't. He said, you are trying to drag my name for your new show, and that ain't cool. It ain't blank up my business and relationships. When we sat down with blank and your mom, I told you it was multiple parties involved, and your mom, and we all plan this together. I love the accountability. See, that's growth, Ray J. And I'm here for it. Ray J didn't say you put me up to it, you lied, you connive, you scheme. He's saying, no, we all was in on it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm not with the shits. I'm with the shits. But don't act like you're not with the shits, because you definitely are. And you trying to play me. You trying to play in my face. And your mom, we all plan this together. And you are really taking this lie to a next level. We're going to get to the next level she took it in, which was disgusting. Making me look crazy. I love how he said crazy with a K. You see how he ain't put crazy with a C? He put crazy with a K, which means it's a special kind of crazy. It's not normal crazy with the C. It's crazy with the K. It's Kardashian crazy. Listen, words matter. Word choice matter. Word choice matter. And he called her out. He said, I don't want to expose the real. Why, Ray J? Why you don't want to expose the real? Put these folk on blast. They've been playing games. They've been playing in everybody's face for so many. Put these folk. What are you scared of? He's terrified. I watched a clip of the Kardashians the other day where Scott was talking about the whole Jordan Woods situation. And Scott said to Chloe, Kim, and all of them, he was like, could you imagine how she felt? She was terrified. She was petrified of you guys. You guys are like a media family. You guys are like a huge, powerful force. And it was like, we don't care about her being petrified. We don't care. She ruined my family. No, Ray J scared too. They got everybody shook. Oh, they shook. All made you look. They shook. Okay. He says, I don't want to expose the real that we did, but you are leaving me no choice. He's like, yo, you backing me into a corner and I will fight my way out. He said, Kanye said, you wanted the footage and I gave him all of the videos and pics and texts from me and you because I was trying to make things okay. That's right, Ray J. You was trying to move on with your life and be the bigger man, but this woman is dirty and filthy. Then he goes on to say all of the videos and pics and texts from me and you because I was trying to make things okay and make you feel better. Now I realize this is another promo stunt. He didn't say the first promo stunt. He said another promo stunt. That's right, because she's the queen of promos and stunts. Unless you reach out to me soon, which means he put her on notice. I'm giving you 48 hours notice that I'm prepared to go to the Daily Mail. I'm prepared to go to TMZ. I'm prepared to go to ABC, CBS. Hell, I'll even call Gayle King if she willing to take my interview like she did Meg. And I'm about to expose you. But Ray J, if you want to take a word from the wise, you stay the hell away from Ellen. You go everywhere, but don't you dare take that ass to Ellen. You lay low on Ellen because she working with the crew. Okay, I'm giving you that little tidbit. But anyhow, then he goes on to say, unless you reach out to me soon, I'm gonna take it to the next level where it shows all of what we did. That's right, Ray J. The people want to know what she did. So go ahead and tell us. All of the meetings, boop, he said all, not one, not two, all of the meetings, all of the conference, which means Ray J was collecting receipts. Can we give a round of applause for Mr. Ray J? Mr. Raymond Jr. Hallelujah. That's right. He is collecting the receipts. And I love a good receipt collector. Okay. There's one thing that excites me, and that is a person who collects the receipts. Collect the receipts. I don't care how long it's been. Just when you think you skated through, just when you think you dodged a bullet. Oh, that boomerang came to spin the block. I got a receipt for you, Kimmy. I got a receipt for you. Ray J got the text, Ray J got the DMs, Ray J got the video, Ray J got the recordings. Ray J is prepared to catch you when you least expect to see. Ray J had the power of patience. And I just want to say, can we say hallelujah? And thank you for the super sticker, Wanda Caesar. I appreciate you, good sister. But can we just give a round of applause, a hallelujah, and like a two-step for Ray J? Like a two-step. Circumstances never matter. I will definitely make you a moderator. I appreciate you supporting the chat, sis. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. I don't want to put you in timeout and I don't want to block you. I want to make you a mod. How can I do that? I'm not 100% sure how to do it. But as soon as I figure out, I will make you a mod because you always show up for me, girl. And I appreciate it. Give me a second to figure it out. I'm on a roll. But once I figure it out after the stream, or I'll Google it because I'm not sure, I will make you a mod. I appreciate it. So next time I do go live, and you're in the chat, I can make you a mod. As soon as I can figure it out, I will definitely do it. But anyhow, yes, I appreciate it. I appreciate the straight, like, yo, I'm done with you. Like, I'm done with the games. I'm prepared for it. Like, we can go there. And I want you to know that while you thought I was being a sheep, this is remember that line in Training Day? This is one of my favorite lines in Training Day. If you never heard one of my favorite lines in Training Day is when Denzel Washington, which is a great movie, Denzel Washington says, he looks at the white boy, I can't remember his name at the moment. He says, if you want to catch him, what did he say? If you want to save the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. And that was my favorite line in the movie because that is a true statement. If you want to save the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf. And what does it take to catch a wolf? And this is what I was trying to tell Linciani when she was in court. When I was making I'm like, Linciani, it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You can't play sheep when you're trying to catch a wolf. You gotta run up on a wolf. And Ray J is a wolf. Ray J is a wolf. Because a wolf, if you ever studied a wolf, they study, they pray. They don't just go out wild and attack. No, they watch you. They learn your strengths. They learn your weaknesses. They learn your points. And then when you least expect it, the moment you take your eye off the prize, that wolf comes pouncing. Boom. You want to save the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And Ray J is a wolf, and I'm here for Ray J. Ray J, I know you got the receipts, bro, and you need to put us on game. I want to see him. So then he goes on to say, the date and times. He said he got the date and times. He's like, Kim, I'm letting you know on site. I got all the timestamps. Like, I'm here for it of all our meetings and the whole live. You and Chris. I mean, he put her mama whole name. You and Chris playing since the beginning. Boop, bloop. I wish I could insert the Nene face when she was like, bloop. Bloop. Yes, all the receipts. I'm ready for you. He basically saying, Kim, I'm letting you know, lie on my name one time, and I'm going to show everybody just how much of a liar you are. I am prepared to fight. I am here for it. Let's go, Ray J. Because you shouldn't let her get away with what she did to your sister anyway. But that's neither here nor there. He's like, you know what? First he said, this is not a threat. He said, this is not a threat. And I love that he said, this is not a threat. Hey, Garden Girl, I love how he said, this is not a threat. When somebody say, When somebody give you all the evidence they got, when he said, I got the dates and the times, I got the meetings, I got the whole situation that happened with me and your mom. And I want you to know, baby girl, this is not a threat, which means I'm not joking with you. This is a whole ass promise. This is a promise, like a promissory note you would get before you sign your life away on a mortgage for 30 years. This is beyond threat. We have escaped. We have jumped over the line of threatening, and we have moved full steam ahead to promises, bitch. We are on a promise. We're on a promised land. I am coming to let you know. Play with me if you want to. If you guys, if you somebody ever send you a text message or a DM and they lay out the foundation for which the evidence they have on you, and they follow up by saying, but I want you to know, if you were ever confused, that this is not a threat, please take them seriously. And I love it. He goes, you taking this too far. She sure as hell did. Live on TV crying, making this man look like he been holding videos, footage, edits, and all kind of stuff over her head for years. That she's somehow some damsel in distress. And it blew me because even though I never once believed that she was not in on that tape being released. If you ever watched any of my lives, I told you guys from the rip, I knew she was in on it. No way, no how, because that she was trying to be Paris Hilton. She was obsessed with Paris Hilton at the time. And when you're dealing with people who got issues, I'm going to just call it issues, don't head on and look up some mental health issues in which people, one of them being borderline personality disorder. Now, I'm not saying Kim had that. I'm not. But I'm going to just tell y'all potentially what could be at play. There are issues, mental health issues, where people can adapt different kind of tactics in order to gain sympathy, pity, payola. Like, people are convincing liars. People who are psychopaths, and I hate to say that because I'm not trying to call Kim a psychopath, but I do want to talk about that a little bit. People who are psychopaths can literally convince you, 100% convince you that they are the victim, like to the point where you will be like confused about your own reality, because psychopaths are very good manipulators. They are masterful. And even though Ray J has been maligned, he's been lied on, he's been shamed, he's been tarnished, he's lost gig work, he's lost jobs, he can't go certain places. This man for 14 years believed and pretended to be the villain in a story that he was just not even the protagonist of. He wasn't even the author. Homeboy was in like you know how like you write a book? Kim was the author. Chris was the publishing house. Ray J was a character in the book. And yet she paid him out. Even though she wrote the book, she hired the publishing company, she made all the money from the credits, she made this and a third. He allowed himself to be the villain in a story in which he was a victim of. He was a victim of comeuppance. I understand, Ray J, you played yourself. You wanted the money, you wanted the fame, it ain't work out for you. But at the end of the day, the fact that you allowed this woman to perpetuate such BS for 14 years, when me, you, and the rest of the truth teller crew, because I'm gonna call y'all the truth teller crew, because we all about accountability here in truth telling. Me, you, and the truth teller crew, we knew it was some bullshit. You wasn't fooling us. You was fooling the people, the popcorn crew, the peanut gallery, who believed this craziness that she was on. You should have been came out and been like, hey, she's a liar, and I got the receipts. And we'd all believed you. You wouldn't have to do too much convincing for me, Ray J. I always knew it was a lie. I was just waiting on you to say something. But anywho, he goes, you know what we did? Your mom controlled this whole X-tape deal with Blank and Blank. Blank and Blank means Vivid and that dude from Girls Gone Wild. They was all in on it. It was all her idea to put it out. I know it was, because Chris is not above pimping her life or her kids. She is not above it. So, Ray J, I believe you. Then he goes on to say, we all agree. Now you want to make it seem like I'm doing it again without your control. All those fake tears. That's right, Ray J. Tell her. She's a faker and a baker. She is an actress. She is an Academy Award winning actress with those bootleg tears. Lying on Kanye talking about he a stalker. No, Kim. Kanye ain't a stalker. You know what you are? You are a malignant narcissist, in my opinion. You are the most dangerous person in the world. One of, not the, one of the most potentially dangerous people in the world. Potentially. Potentially. I don't got no proof because I ain't saying you trying to harm nobody physically. I don't have no evidence of Kim harming nobody physically. But there's a different type of violence people can inflict on others, which is not physical. It can be emotional. It could be character assassination, all of those things. And honestly, I think it's extremely brave of Ray J to be like, yo, yo, you gaslit me into believing that I did something to you for 14 years when me and you sat down at a table with your mama, with Vivid Entertainment, with Old Boy from Girls Gone Wild, brokered a whole deal. We all signed, we all got a check. Like, I know that this is the truth, but yet and still for 14 years, I believe that it was my fault. Like you gaslit me out of a reality that I lived. And that's those people. Those are the most dangerous people in the world. Those are the most dangerous people in the world. People who can look you dead in your face and make you believe that a lived experience that you saw with your own eyes never happened. If you ever come across somebody like that in your life, run. Run. I don't engage with people like that. People who are hell bent on convincing you out of the truth, those are scary people. You get away right away. You get away immediately. Don't try to go back and forth. Ain't no gap going back and forth about it. You run. So anywho, he's like all those fake tears. Your fans trusting you to be honest and sincere, but it's all fake for the cameras. That's right. I know it's all fake, Ray J. I know you ain't. She ain't fooling me. She fooled them, not us. Not us. Not the truth tellers. Not us. I was playing my part. He admits he accepts responsibility. That's why I believe him, because he's not blaming. He's not blame shifting. He's not blame shifting. He's like, Kim, you did this to me. You did it. See, if he was doing all of that, I would have been like, all right, he a bitter baby mama, right? He's not giving bitter baby mama vibes, not literally, but figuratively speaking. He's giving very much so like, you gotta cut the shit. Like, it's going too far. You're wilding out. I'm starting to get scared. Like, my career is on the line. I'm trying to be a better man, but yeah, you're sitting here, and I told you, Kim and Chris could cry on cue. Another thing, sidebar, ladies and gents, if y'all in here, if you ever come across somebody who can cry on cue, and they pride themselves on their ability to cry on cue, run. Dangerous person. There's a list of things that we cite as dangerous over here. Number one, people who gaslight you out of your own reality. Number two, people who could cry on cue. That's it. Anybody who can cry on cue, 99% chance they're a psychopath. Period. I don't want nobody who could cry on cue. If you could go from laughing to crying, remember when Will Smith, when he was in the audience, he started laughing at that joke. Did he went up there and smacked the old boy like that? I said, this man might be a psychopath. I said, ooh, and then I read his book. His book was very telling. That's a whole different live. But there's a lot going on with Will Smith. There's a lot going on with Will Smith that if you want to know, watch my lives on Will Smith. They on my page. I broke it all down from his own book. There's a lot more to that story than what meets the eye. But that's a different live. But anywho, be scared of those kind of people. Anywho, then he goes on to say, I was playing my part until you started doing all of this. Why are you trying to ruin me? Like, my dude, I feel like he should have texted her like, yo, it's been 14 years and you still reaching back to yonder to ruin me. Like, why are you trying to ruin me? When you know I was just a player in this. Exactly. He accepted his role as a character in your narrative. Like, I let you run with this. Like, I did you a whole favor after you robbed my sister. It's like, bleh. It's like, bleh. What you coming back? Not only did you rob my sister, you coming back to ruin my career when I did nothing to you? After you committed a whole money laundering scheme, a whole felony that we let you skate on, and you coming back, you doubling back, like, it's like, get up off me. Get up off me. Anywho, he says, you have to stop believing your own lies. And that's when if this was a boxing match, when Ray J said, you got to stop believing your own lies, he two-pieced her. He was like, boop, boop. He hit her with a boop, boop, and an uppercut. I was like, oh, he Roy Jones her. Oh, because that's right. Delusion is when you believe your own lies. You guys, Rule number three, rule number three, and whether or not you are dealing with a psychopath, when somebody is committed to their own lies, like to the point that they believe their own lies, that is literally the definition of delusion. He called her delusional without calling her delusional. He was like, you believe your own lies. He was like, I was there. Your mama was there. Vivid Entertainment was there. The dude from Girls Gone Wild was there. We were all in the room. You were super happy. You signed the paperwork. You took the check. You deposited. You cashed it. And then you called me back and was like, I'm the victim. And I was like, whoa, whoa. You can't be a victim in a story you wrote. B, you wrote the book. You wrote the book, Kimmy. Kimberly Noel. See, that's when you got to start calling people by their full government name. You know how in the movie Split, if you ever saw the movie Split, it's an amazing movie. It's about a guy who has like 24 different personalities. It's phenomenal if you never saw it. And in the movie, the psychiatrist, in order to get the dude to come back to reality, she calls him by his first name, right? Kevin, what's his name? Kevin, shoot, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Kevin Michael Wimberton or something like that. She says his name, his full name, and that brings him back to reality. And I feel like with Kim, we got to do that. Whenever Kim start going off the deep into delusion and her lies, Kanye, Ray J, her mama, her sister, Courtney, because I trust Courtney. Courtney got to be like, Kimberly Noel Kardashian, come back. We need you. We need you to come forward with the truth. But anywho, he called her delusional without calling her delusional. It was the shade for me, and I loved it. He says, he said, you have to stop believing your own lies. I'm with you, Ray J. I have to let the world know the real because you've taken it too far now. And that is to me, like, she's taking it too far. It's like, yo, I let you get away with your lies, but you don't know when to quit. You don't know when to hold them or when to fold them. Fold them, Kimmy. This man is giving you grace. He is basically saying that all you got to do is come forward and be like, hey, you guys, it was taken out of context. It was edited inappropriately. Ray J ain't did nothing to me for real, for real. We good. I got the tape. I got the tape. I'm good. This ain't got nothing to do with Ray J. Like, stand down. I need y'all people to stand down. He giving her so much grace after she dragged this man as a revenge porn. Essentially, that's what it was. She basically accused him of revenge porn, which by definition is defamation of character. It's libel because she put it in writing. It's libel. It's slander. It's defamation of character. She basically called this man the scum of the earth, the bottom of the shoe, sticky, dirty bubble gum. She called him nasty because a lot of things you could believe about Ray J. But once somebody paints you out to be into that kind of toxic, disgusting behavior, your career is over. Like, you ain't never gonna make it to the Met. Like, you know what I mean? You might still make it on Love and Hip Hop. You might get a couple spots on Zeus. You might even get, a couple interviews here and there on the Breakfast Club. But you ain't never going to the Met. You ain't never making it to those elite events because even when you got money, there's money within the money. Like, there's classism and classism. You know what I mean? She made him a bottom feeder at a hierarchy where really he the CEO. Like, how you gonna make me a bottom feeder in a story I gave you? Like, you stole my whole intellectual property. Yeah, it was I gave you the food for thought. Just like Kanye gave you food for thought for being Marilyn Monroe. Kim, because I read the 2013 article when Kanye West compared you to Marilyn Monroe, and now you want to step out at the Met Gala in 2022 dressed like Marilyn Monroe, and Kanye gave you the whole plug and a play. Not what? How many years ago was that? That was about 9 years ago, Kim. It's like you're making these black men out to be bottom feeders when really you the idea snatcher. It's giving intellectual property theft. It's giving you're scary. It's giving you scary. That's all I'm saying. But anywho, then he goes on to say, he said, I had to let the world know because you're taking it too far. Somebody needs to explain the play. That's right, Ray J. It's a play. She's definitely running a play. She's giving Atlanta Falcons at the Super Bowl. They can't pull it off. You know what I mean? Like, they up hella points, and then all of a sudden the Patriots come back with a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Like, do better. It's giving do better. But anywho, He goes on to say, somebody needs to explain the play you are doing to me ASAP. He basically, yo, it's the grace for me. He's giving her so much grace. Please like the live, you guys, if you hear. He's giving her so much grace. He's giving her multiple opportunities throughout these DMs to come clean, to admit her faults, and to let him know. He's like, yo, I'm not even asking you to stop. I'm asking you to put me on game so I can participate in what's going on here, because I don't want to be blindsided. Like, I'm just asking for a seat at the table at this point. And I'm here for Ray J. Like, my dude, get your seat at the table. Get your seat at the table. She's trying to put you out the room when you the whole table, like Kanye said. It's like, damn, Kim, how many people got to serve you a gourmet meal before they get to enjoy the filet? How many people? I'm hungry. Ray J is hungry, Kim. Feed this man. He helped you build a $1 billion empire, and you still trying to drag him. It's the ungrateful behavior for me. But anywho, he goes, somebody needs to explain this play to me you are doing ASAP, or I will have no choice but to protect my brand and my family and expose the real. Ray J, she been gave you no choice. You gave her 14 years to come clean, and she ain't come clean. It's time for her to pay the piper. Nobody, none of us truth tellers, none of my truth teller crew, we not gonna drag you. If you come out with the truth, Ray J, I'm behind you 150%. I'm giving you my word as a woman on the curb. I'm giving you my word. I got your back, bro. I got your back. Come through with the truth. Come through with the truth. And as long as the truth is the truth, don't lie. Ray J, don't lie. Don't omit. Don't lie. Don't skate around it. I need you to lean all the way into the truth. And if you give me the truth, I got your back, bro. I got your back. I ain't going to let you go out like that. I'm going to stand behind it. I'm going to stand behind it and beside it. Because at the end of the day, nobody could use the truth against you. People can use anything against you, but not the truth. This live should have been called How to Spot a Psychopath. I got a live, actually. I actually had a live called How to Spot a Psychopath. Circumstances Never Matter. I might, I used to do a lot of lives before now. I might unprivate it, but I got a whole live called How to Spot a Psychopath. Literally, that's the title of one of my lives. And I might unprivate it just so you can watch, because it's the facts. But anyhow, Lord have mercy. So after that, he goes, he said he won't have no choice but to expose the real, because he got to protect his brand and his family. That's right. Just what Chyna was trying to do. Chyna, like, listen, do what you got to do, but give me the opportunity to take care of my family and my kids. You know what I mean? Then he goes on to say, look at how many, first of all, can we talk about how many DMs he sent her before she even got one reply? We are on DM number 4, right? No reply. Like, no reply. This man fighting for his life. He fighting for his integrity, for his truth, for his honor. And she got him on unread. She got him on delivered. Delivered, not read. Whatever. And then he goes, I know how promo goes, and I get it 100%, but it's gotten out of control with this new story, and my team is on my head thinking it's true. Exactly, because this family is such a meteor storm that despite the fact that he's been dealing with his management team for years, he's proven his character, his integrity, his accountability, his reliability to his team for years. They are now confused about his integrity after she started to give her white women tear cries on TV. It's like, what is happening here? Oh my God, Kanye did the most amazing thing. He went and got the tape from Ray J, who was gonna put a second tape out. Oh my God, it's like, come on, boo, come on. It's like, get out of here. I was looking at the screen. Now, granted, I thought it was amazing that Kanye did that, because Kanye loves his wife. Kanye's a good guy. Kanye's a good guy, and Kanye, I told you, if you watch my live that I did on Kanye, it says Distraught. That's the thumbnail. I broke down the song Kanye did with Pusha T called Rock and Roll, where he digs into the truth about who Kim Kardashian really is. And I break it down bit by bit. I told you guys, Kanye tried to get Kim to become a truth teller. He begged her to just be honest and live on her truth. And Kim is committed to the lies, allegedly. That's my opinion. I don't know that woman. Again, everything I say on this channel is allegedly because I don't know these people, but carry on. Anywho, he goes on to say, me sticking a dildo in your while you was asleep is pretty out of control. First of all, Ray J, Out of everything this woman said, out of everything this woman said, every lie she ever told, every half fact, every partial truth, every way she done tried to cut this cake, there is one thing that as a human being, you should draw the line. And we should all draw the line at RAPE. That is a hard line in the sand. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. There's no return to sender. It's no way I'm going to let you, as a woman, get on the internet with your 120 million plus followers and potentially call me a apist. And I'm going to let that slide. Ray J, there's no more to discuss. Why are you giving her a courtesy call? Why are you giving her a olive branch? She didn't give you no olive branches. If this chick went out on the streets and in the media and said that you tried to assault her while she was incapacitated, which is a felony, it's a federal crime. It carries a maximum penalty of up to 25 years of hard time. I'm talking you carrying bricks, you cleaning highways, you out here with the warden, you in solitary confinement, you getting beat up in the penitentiary because don't nobody play about pedophiles and rapists. No one's playing with you, Ray J. No one's playing. This is a hard felony. So when we want to talk about defamation, we want to talk about defamation and why I was so on their backs when they tried to do what they did to Blac Chyna. Let's really talk about it. Do you understand how disgusting it is to accuse somebody of a crime they never committed? That is the lowest form of humanity. It's to accuse somebody of a crime they didn't commit, especially one of a sexual nature. What did SVU say? SVU, a Special Victims Unit. It says crimes of a sexual nature are considered especially heinous. It's a heinous crime. Please like the live. This is a heinous crime. Not when she was asleep, not sodomy. YouTube, please don't strike my video. Not otomy. Not when she was asleep. Not a whole ape. No. Ray J, that is no joking matter, baby. Ain't nothing funny about it. Nothing. Then he goes, me putting whatever in your while you asleep is pretty out of control. Wouldn't you have woken up if you felt that in your oop? I would hope so, Kimmy. Like, he tries to soften the blow and make a little joke out of it, like, ha ha ha, I know you was only playing, because honestly, me and you both know that never really happened. But if it did, like, how you sleep through that? It's not a joke, though. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It could never be that loose and open. Actually, Ray J, you don't know what it could be. You don't know what she been doing since she left you 14 years ago. That's an egregious assumption, Ray J. We don't know what she been up to. We don't know who been in. We don't know who been out. We all been led to believe it's just been Kanye and Chris Humphries and maybe Drake, possibly. You let him tell it. Maybe a few others. But we don't know. So for you to assume that it's not loose or open is a gross accusation, Ray J. And I got to call a thing a thing. You don't know how her thing is thinging. You ain't been in a long time. It's been quite a minute. I appreciate you giving her grace. See how he giving her grace? He giving her grace even after she tried to call him an apist. I couldn't believe it. Then he goes, laugh out loud, just kidding. He wasn't kidding. He was dead serious. But seriously, it makes me look like it sure does, Ray J. And a dirty, it sure does. And I'm catching a lot of slack from it. Yeah, you catching a lot of slack from it. Because if it comes out that that's true, you're going to lose all my support. I can't help you. I can't help you if you get down like that. Nope. I ain't got no words for you, not a support. I don't care what I think about old girl. And I don't care for her too much because I think her integrity is low. But if I find out yours is lower, then we ain't got nothing more to discuss. Then he goes on to say, that's why I hit you up like this. Out of all of these years since the tape, we've been able to build brands and make a lot of money. You already got to the billies. Please help me stay in a positive light. Can you believe that a woman who has tarnished your name, destroyed your brand, robbed your family, and treated you like crap, that you are really sitting in her DMs begging her to help you stay in a positive light? And if I was Lynn Ciani, Lynn, I need you to hit Ray J up because this DM tells me everything I need to know about the power of that family. That after all that I've been through, all that you've done to me, I still got to come to you like a sheep. I got to crawl to my attacker. He got Stockholm syndrome. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm begging my attacker to do me a favor. she's the criminal, and you begging her to help you stay in a positive light. It's like, wow. And then he goes, I just want my kids to be proud of me. They are 3 and 2 years old. He done put his kids into it. They are innocent. They sure are. Please don't make their dad look like a loser when they know me more. You are. It's like, wow, 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 wow. Wait, I'm trying to get to the rest of the text messages. Shoot. Oh, did it freeze? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna stop my screen share, so I can get this thing to work again because it's frozen. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's go to stop screen. Hold on 1 second so this can get itself together. But yeah, that's where we are. We are into a whole story about a whole disgusting, shady situation. And then she finally decides to respond. Hold up. Hold on. Let me get to when she responds because that really takes the cake. Hold on. I got to hear. Okay. I guess she must have hit him up and said, "Who this? Who this?" Like she gonna really act like she don't know who he is. It's wild. He hit her up like, "Yo, who this?" He responded, "It's Ray J. This is Ray J." He goes, "You don't know who this is." Yo, the number one tactic deployed by a narcissist when they have wronged you and they are caught. And I swear to goodness, malignant narcissists, their first line of defense is, "I don't know who you are." Whenever I hear a malignant narcissist or a psychopath say something like that, I be cackling. It's like, you really gonna sit here and pretend that after I bedded you like a temple mate, we done had a whole situation. You done seen me on TV. I done dated you. My sister let you get a pass on robbing her. We done been through highs. We done been through lows. Everybody I am a permanent memory in your mind. You gonna hit me back and say who this? Yo, Kim is buck wild. Yo, how you gonna act like you don't know me? You watch all my videos, Kimmy. You watch I Hit It First. You watch One Wish. You watch me on Love and Hip Hop. Stop lying, Kim. Because one thing about a nutcase, they gonna keep tabs on the people who wronged them and who participated in their life. Because they nosy and they always need the advantage on you. So they watching your every move. So you gonna really say who this? Who that? You know exactly who I am. It's the lies for me. And look at Ray J. It's Ray J. Why are you introducing yourself? If you done been in somebody cootie cat, you don't need to reintroduce yourself. He should have hit her back and said, "This Big Daddy Long Stroke." He should have said, "This Big Daddy Long Stroke." What you mean, who this? This Big Daddy. This Big Daddy. A mess. And then she goes, "Hi. Sorry, I'm only seeing your above DMs now. I am happy to hear that you're doing well." Yo, he hit her. She responded with a corporate communication. Kim is ridiculous. Yo, this man is pouring his whole life out to you. He talking about his kids. He's talking about his tarnished image. He's talking about his brand. He's talking about the lies. He's talking about how he ruining his life, how he's losing money, how he's in trauma, how he's in drama. And this chick kickoff. Boom. Her kickoff is a corporate email. A corporate communication. This is literally how you write a corporate email. "Hi, I'm sorry I missed your email. I'm happy to hear you're doing well." If I was Ray J, I would have threw my phone across the room. Because that is the most passive, aggressive, disgusting thing that you could say to somebody. You read everything I said. He's not well, Kim. What part of the DMs did you read that implied this man was well? He's not well. Like, she's so crazy. And people be like, you don't like Kim. At this point, it's not that I don't like him. I'm concerned. This woman is so unwell. Like, and people let her get away with it. Could you imagine begging somebody not to paint you out as an apist and a sodomist, and you decide to write them back, I'm glad to hear you are well? I was blown. She blew me to smithereens when she said that. Like, sorry, I'm just getting your messages now. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well. And congrats on your beautiful family. Excuse me? Earth to reality. I'm happy to hear you're doing well. And congrats on your beautiful family. Kim, I don't know what you saw. This man is pleading for his life, and you're emailing him talking about congratulations on the birth of your child. First of all, he did not inform you of a birth. He did not inform you of a baby shower, a wedding, or anything. He informed you that he is being painted out by the media to be a criminal, the famed criminal, accused of a blasphemous crime. And your response is not shock. It's sociopathic. It's not shock. It's not horror. I'm telling you, one of the hallmarks of psychopathy is apathy, right? It's the ability to not feel emotion. This man poured his whole life out to her, and her response was, I'm happy to hear you're doing well. Somebody get a 5150 hold. I'm just saying. I don't know her, but that's a red flag for me. Because I done told you all of this, and you don't respond with shock like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening, or oh my God, I'm so sorry, or oh my God, this is taken out of context. Nothing. Just, I'm happy to hear you're doing well. He's not doing well, Kim. Where did you get that interpretation? Did you read all of that, all the text, and arrive that I'm happy to hear? He's not doing well. I can't. In regards to your last message, did you actually watch the episode? See, I can't. It's the deflection for me. Did you actually watch? First of all, Kim, this man is talking about his real life, not your TV life. He's talking about his real life. Do you think that this man, with everything he got going on, has carved out an hour of his life to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians or The Kardashians on Hulu? So he doesn't pay for a whole subscription to Hulu, specifically and intentionally to watch your last episode. Like, that's what he did. He did that because he's so obsessed with you. It's the entitlement for me. It's like, no, I did not watch your last episode, Kim. I heard from XYZ ABC that you dragging me. I didn't download Hulu. I didn't pay for the membership. I didn't put you in my day. Hey, don't miss the Kardashians airing at 8 p.m. Central Time. Like, no, I didn't watch. It's the entitlement for me. Like, it's crazy. Did you actually watch the last episode? Because I didn't say a single bad thing about you. The show is filmed in real time. The day in hell. The show filmed in real time the day in hell that I had with my lawyers when your manager threatened to release another tape that doesn't exist. And my son, who was 5 years old at the time, saw an ad with a cry face emoji and said Kim's new tape as Kickblade on Roblox. I was so upset. Okay. You see how he expressed some very real concerns, and she literally made it all about herself and her problems. This man done told you he was being painted as an apist, as a sodomist, as a disgusting human being, as somebody who engages in revenge on a whole host of slanderous things. And the only thing you could come up with, Kim, was, I'm happy to hear you're doing well, which none of his messages implied that. Followed by how it hurt you, and how it ruined your day. What about him? Nothing. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay? How can we fix this? Not, we're both impacted here. Nothing. It was just, I self-absorption. Like, get out of here. She is a mess. But hey, they all dated her. He goes, my team is demanding me to respond to what's out there now because it's only getting worse every day. And I don't say nothing. Now that we talked, I feel different. I was going to go extreme, but not anymore. How should I respond? Oh my God, this chick gaslit him. Look at the gaslighting. Like, she gaslit him. Did I skip a text? Oh, I did skip a text. I'm sorry, I skipped the text. Let me read the next one. Hold on. Come on, don't freeze again. I think I skipped one. Hold on. I gotta stop my screen again and then do it again because it froze. I don't know why it keeps freezing. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me get back to the text message. I guess if I let it linger too long, it times out and it doesn't proceed forward. Okay, this is the next text. Hold on, I'm gonna share it on my screen. Okay, so the next text actually said, she has so much to deal with, and I am sure you can understand if you're upset about the Ildo comment. It was clearly a joke. And as I said it, I was laughing. No, it wasn't a joke. You accusing somebody of a felony, a heinous crime, is not funny in any circumstances, especially when you previously accused that person of releasing a X tape without your knowledge. That don't come across as a joke. Then she goes, my burn them to the ground comment was a generalization to anyone threatening to hold this over my head 20 years later. We are both parents now with young kids and careers, and I'm sure you want to move on like I do, but your manager, meaning it's his fault. It's his fault. It's his fault. Your manager is the person who brought this all up out of nowhere. Kim, you literally bring up this tape every single chance you get, Kim. I have not heard Ray J bring it up spontaneously in any conversations. Not on Love and Hip Hop, not on the Breakfast Club, not when he doing his Raycon headphone promo, nothing. I've never, literally the only time Ray J speaks a word on you is when he is specifically asked a pointed question about something you done said. You are in a constant state of victimhood, and it's the perpetual state of victim. This is why I wasn't buying it when she said Kanye was doing all this crazy stuff to her, because this woman is a professional victim. It's like, how did you negotiate a deal on your own life? You literally created a scripted reality show because you said it was fake, so I'm gonna call it a scripted reality show about your life, where the kickoff is the baseline story about an X tape that you did with this man. Like, you made so much money selling you, exploiting your own pain, and now you want to be the victim. How can you be the victim after exploiting your own pain? It's like, it's the delusion for me. It's the potential psychopathy for me. It's the, have you spoken to anybody, a professional, for me, because it blows me to smithereens. To smithereens. Then he goes, I'm sure you want to move on just like I do. Kim, you're the executive producer of your show, Kim. You do know that, right? You do know that you have a right on what airs. You and your sisters constantly say, we decide what gets aired. Kim, if you don't want to talk about the tape anymore, guess what you could do on Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Not talk about the tape anymore. How are you saying you want to move on when all you do is run this B-roll every chance you get? Over and over and over and over and over, like a washing machine, rinse and repeat. Save it for somebody who's stupid, Kim. You know that everybody loves a good victim. Any human being, right? Everybody loves somebody to save. Most people out here got a Captain Save-A-Ho syndrome, whether you're a man or a woman. You always want to rally behind the underdog, me included. I love a good underdog. So people prey on the underdog story. You prey on the underdog story. The underdog story is, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Somebody save me. They trying to get me. I'm in danger, girl. You ain't in danger. You are not in danger. You ain't fooling me, Kim. You can fool everybody. You ain't fooling me. You're not fooling me. It's a mess. It's a ghetto mess. Then she goes, then she goes, but your manager is the person who brought this all up out of nowhere, and I have the right to share how it affected me. She blaming him and his manager for this whole thing, a mess. Next week episode airs where Kanye brings me the computer. So she putting him on notice. I need you to watch next week's episode. Like, this chick, not only has she believed her own lies, but it's giving very much so, I am living in a fantasy world. She thinks that this television show is her real life and that people are tuned in. Everybody, that no one misses an episode, that everybody, even other celebrities, are so obsessed with her life that they will be tuned into next week's episode. She didn't say, hey, Ray J, I'll send you the link for next week's episode if you want to watch it, or oh, let me put you on what happens in next week's episode. He's like, watch next week. Like, Kanye's gonna bring me the tea. Like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about my real life, and you telling me to watch next week's episode? I'm done with her. Oh my God. And he said, oh my God, next week's episode airs where Kanye brings me the computer and says he got it back from you, which shows you in a positive light. So she tells him to stay tuned for next week because the story's still developing. She thinks she's a news reporter. Kim thinks she a news reporter. I'm done. She said, stay tuned to next week's episode because we're going to show you in a positive light. If I was Ray J, I would have been like, I'm on a flight. I'm on my way. Meet me on Rodeo. We need to have a chit chat. You told me to stay tuned to next week's episode because we're going to show you in a positive light. This woman is unhinged. I'm sorry. Could you imagine hitting somebody up talking about something? I am fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my integrity. I'm fighting for my past. I'm fighting and not be accused of a heinous crime. And they tell you, they look you dead in the computer. And they tell you to stay tuned to next week's episode. Oh my gosh. She told this man to stay tuned to next week's episode. I would have been like, Biak! She would have got called everything from here to Sunday. Ray J is so calm, so cool, and so collected. Because after she told me to stay tuned to next week's episode, after she told me this was a developing story, I'm sorry. I might have lost my cool on her. I might have lost my cool. She told me stay tuned to next week's episode. I'm done. These text messages are the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't imagine being a celebrity and having to deal with this level of stupidity. When Cardi B said God might have cursed me with fame, I thought she was being a little ungrateful. But Cardi, I'm gonna have to spin the block because if this is how celebrities talk to one another, we are in a lot of trouble. Jay-Z wasn't lying when he said fame is the worst drug known to man. It's stronger than heroin when you can look in the mirror like there I am and still not see what you become. She don't know what she became. She told him to stay tuned in next week's episode for his own life. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, but I'm actually might get a shirt made that says signs of a psychopath on the front, and on the back it might say stay tuned to next week's episode, because only a nutcase could tell you that despite your pain and your trauma, despite everything you're going through, do me a solid and stay tuned to next week's episode. I can't. Oh my God. Thank you for doing this. She thanks him. She thanks him for his patience, his commitment to her trauma. Thank you so much for helping to heal me from what I've been through. I am, oh my God, Lord have mercy. Then Ray J, a kind victim, because this man, Lord, the word, none of this would, if she said that to me, ooh, that text would have hit a lot different. They might have canceled me because the text I would have wrote her back would have been very difficult for her to read. It would have been intense. It would have been an intense layout of verbiage. Okay, it would have been intense. But instead, Ray J decided to continue to be the strong, kind, gentle, forgiving man that he is. And then, after she has ruined his life and defamed him, decides to ask her, how should I respond? Meaning, Kim, I am willing to further let you manipulate me and continue to paint your narrative. Send me a PR statement on how you want me to respond to the shit that you done caused in my life. Because I'm so terrified of you. And this goes all the way back to what Scott said. If I had the clip, I would play it. I might be able to find it on my phone because I've been watching these Kardashian clips all day. I've been watching them all day. If I could find it on my phone, I'll play out a clip when what's his name? Scott said that Jordan was terrified of the family because they're a media conglomerate and they're dangerous. Scott called them dangerous. He said Jordan was terrified. If I could find a clip, I'll play it for you. Oh man. I was watching them all day today because I'm putting together a whole little storyline on the Kardashians that's gonna come out a little later. So I got all my clips. You might have to catch my next video. It'll be in there because I'm putting together a whole timeline on these people because it's just like this has got to stop. And it's not because I don't like them or I hate them. It's just like, how are they getting away with this? Like, how are we the people allowing them to play like this? He asked her how he should respond. He goes on to say, she goes on to say, I completely understand and I appreciate hearing this from you. So now she's saying, thank you so much for allowing me to gaslight you further. I needed that. That's how I interpret it anyway. I appreciate hearing this from you. I want you to know that I wish you nothing but I wish nothing but the best for you. So I wish nothing but the best for you, but that's only after I'm gonna go on national television where my show returns about 3 million viewers an episode, and I'm gonna tell everybody in tears that you was holding on to revenge on for 14 years. I'm gonna tell everybody that. I'm gonna tell everybody that you was trying to set me up, that you was low, you was waiting in the wings, you was in the shadows, you was the dark knight, you was ready to pounce at any moment. I'm going to tell millions of people that on Hulu. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna tell you out of my mouth in words. I'm gonna text you and tell you I wish you nothing but the best. It's like if playing my face was a person, Exhibit A, Kimberly Noel Kardashian. Because how do you wish nothing but the best for me when you literally are painting me out to be somebody that is a plotter, a conniver, a manipulator, and a disgusting human being? But I want you to know that I wish nothing but the best for you. It's like, you don't wish no good on me. It's like, wow, wow, wow. The audacity and arrogance of the statement. It's like, this goes all back to what he said before. You are starting to believe your own lies. She, in this moment, when she wrote this message, quite possibly could have believed that she was wishing him the best. She was saying that since you are willing to continue to play along with my narrative, I want you to know you are safe, brother. I wish you the best. I'm not going to do nothing more to you. I'm going to lay low now. I'm going to stand down because you willing to play with me. So I'm going to let you breathe. I couldn't believe it. Then she goes on to say, this hurt us both in so many ways. Well, how, Kim? How exactly were you hurt? Because last time I checked, you built $1 billion franchise off of your back, literally. And that's not me trying to shade you. I have nothing against sex work. I have nothing against you doing what you got to do to get your money. Nothing against it. You ain't going to get no shade from me. Get your money how you get your money. That's your business. But what I do take exception to is you pretending that you're somehow above savagery. You're not above it. Lean into it. Be honest. Be authentic. This has hurt both of us. No, the text should have said, listen, we made a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it went a little bit too far. I wish I could take some things back, but obviously this is where we are now. Say that. Don't say this has hurt both of us in so many ways. And I know we are aligned in wanting to move forward in our lives and not continue to be defined by something we did 20 years ago. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for reaching out. Because even though I dragged you in front of millions of people, I had no intentions of texting you. Not only did I have no intentions of texting you, I didn't even know who you were when you messaged me. And honestly, if you literally begged somebody, recorded it, and sold it for profit, and every time you step into, and most recently, you stepped into a courtroom where a juror was dismissed for reducing you down to potential sex work, and said that he could not focus on the trial because all he could replay in his mind was this tape you did with Ray J. This man DMs you and you pretend you don't know who he is. You pretend you are confused about who is messaging you. You are so confused. You don't even know who he is. It's like the delusions for me. Thank you for reaching out. And my hope is that after next week, meaning after you stay tuned to next week's episode, I swear to God, man, if I told him, man, heaven help me. Oh my God. My hope is that after next week, when everyone sees that the computer was given back to Kanye, that this story will be dead and done with. She takes no accountability. She doesn't say, you're right, we conspired to put the tape out. She doesn't say, you're right, this went too far. She doesn't say, I'm sorry for how this hurt you. She doesn't say any of that. What she says is that we are aligned and wanting to move forward, meaning I don't want to talk about the past, Ray J. I don't want to talk about my wrongs. I want to talk about the future. I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. That's literally what she. I don't want to talk about the past. I want to talk about the future. I want to talk about the future. Now all of a sudden, Kim, you care about the future. But just last week, you was talking about the past. Since when did you become such an optimist? When did you become such an optimist? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Thank you for reaching out. Oh my God. It's the thank you for reaching out for me. It's the corporate communication for me. Wow. 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 There you have it, folks. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Then she goes on to say, after thank you for reaching out. And my hope is that after next week, when everyone sees the computer was given back to Kanye, that this story will be dead and done with. And then she goes, I just spoke to my team. I spoke to my team. Like, I spoke to my team. This just in. I spoke to my team, the media machine, the smear campaign. And guess what? We're going to save you. We will get something out tomorrow to clarify that it was a joke and we would never do something like this, which means I called my team and let them know Ray J with the smoke. Ray J got receipts and Ray J going to expose me. And we need to retreat. We need to backtrack. We need to stand down, man down. Ray J is on my neck and I'm scared for my life. We need a statement now immediately. He's like, if my team going to release a statement saying that I was playing. Then she goes, I hope this helps. And I'm sorry to hear how this has affected you. I hate when people give the fake apology. Lack of remorse is I'm sorry to hear how this hurts you. When somebody says, I'm apologizing because I'm sorry to hear that this hurt you, that's not accepting full accountability. You're not explaining the role you played in how in his pay. A real apology is, hey Ray J, I'm sorry for how that scene was edited. I'm sorry for how it made you look. I'm sorry for defaming your character. I'm sorry for making it seem like you're out to get me when I know that to be untrue. I apologize sincerely for how this has impacted you and your family. None of that. It goes, I'm sorry to hear how this affected you, which means I don't believe it. I heard it from a third party. You know how when someone says, I'm sorry to hear that, it's like, I don't believe it. I heard it. Like I heard it from a third party. Words matter. When you pay attention to someone's intention behind the words, anybody hits you with, I'm sorry to hear that, it's like, I didn't hear, like, I don't feel the emotion. I'm sorry to hear the emotion. Do you get what I mean? Like I heard what you said, and that should probably make me sad. But I don't really feel sad. I don't feel that. I just hear that. It's the removal for me. That's how I interpret it anyway. Let me know if y'all disagree down below. She goes, it wasn't my intention. It wasn't my intention to be messy, but yeah, it was, Kim. So anywho, that's my breakdown of the text messages on Kim and Ray J. I hope Ray J align himself with Blac Chyna and they get a class action suit going. Because the defamation of character is real. Accusing somebody of assaulting you in a heinous manner is disgusting. And that is something that you should take very seriously. I don't find that funny whatsoever. If that's true, that's not funny at all. That's not forgivable at all. That is something that you should probably talk to a lawyer about. And coming off the heels of what they did to Blac Chyna, he probably scared and petrified. But I wouldn't. I say go for it, Ray J. I say you got a case. You got a case. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But anywho, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with my review of the text messages. Thank you guys for laughing with me. Please know that everything I say here on this channel is allegedly and just my opinion, because I don't know these people. I just like to keep it cute and keep it funny. It ain't nothing personal. I don't hate these people. Ain't nobody trying to see them go down. But I do think that just because I don't want to see nobody go down, don't mean other people don't want to take people down. You know, you got to call a thing sometimes. But anywho, let me see if there's any comments that I need to respond to. And then I am definitely going to be doing a live. I know Linciani had a whole LinkedIn post about the appeal for Blac Chyna and what they're going to be pursuing. I want to definitely do a live on that, but I feel like this one was way more pressing and I needed to get this out ASAP. So yeah, I want to make sure I did that. But I will be going live again. Hopefully, I'll be able to go live in the morning or really later on tonight, one or the other, to talk about that and we can kind of get caught up together. Please like the live on the way out, you guys, and thank you so very much for participating in the chat and keeping it cute and keeping it funny and keeping me entertained. I really appreciate you guys and thank you so much. If you haven't already, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you guys when there is more pressing news and hot topics. Bye.